Welcome to the Auburn Medical Group YouTube live stream, the entertaining medical live stream where viewers can ask real-time questions of real medical doctors. And here are our hosts, Dr. Mark Vaughn and Dr. Gawain Vaughn.
Welcome to the program.
Hello.
Dr. Mark Vaughn and
Dr. Gawain Vaughn.
You can see
That's me.
my socials there, and you can know that we are going to bring you a program about something that was in the news. So, hey, but it can be preempted. Like, for example, Laura Webb's already saying, "Good afternoon, doctors." Absolutely, good afternoon to you too, Laura. But what we're going to talk about can be preempted if you have something in the chat. Now, the thing that I found in the news was type 5 diabetes. I doubt that most of our audience has heard of a type 5 diabetes. Those who are kind of in families that have medical problems, I guess, is where you'd hear of type 1 or type 2 diabetes if you had a family member or if you have it yourself. But if you're not in the medical field, probably have not heard of anything beyond type 1 and type 2.
Right.
Okay, we also have Yatzi saying, "Hi, doctors. Hello. Thank you for being a part of the show and being part of the comments. Please go ahead and continue with the comments, and we will." Oh, and Lindsay Antoine's here. Woohoo! Lindsay's here. Thank you for coming, Lindsay.
Hi. I suppose. How do we read that?
Everybody wants to be like Lindsay, I suppose.
Hi. I suppose.
So she is special because she is on our special place on our patrons. Okay, so type 1.5 diabetes
Type 1.5
is the one that we were familiar with.
Right. Yes,
Today, when for the first time I heard of a proposed type 5. That was new to me. Oh, wait, we actually have an audience member who is type 2. That's Laura Webb. Well, how about that? And then Lindsay Antwine says, and I'm in a depressed mood, ignore me. Okay, I'm sorry. Sorry, Lindsay.
Oh, okay.
We could talk about...
Sorry to hear that.
You know, there's actually a type 2 depression. There's type 1 and type 2. Or is that...
Well...
Or is that bipolar type 1 and type 2? I'm sorry, that's bipolar type 1 and type 2.
Yeah.
So.
It's like there's different types of depression, reactive or major depressive. Yeah. Anyways. So type 5 diabetes.
I was going to say more than I should have there, so I'll hold off on it. Type 1.5 is the type we were familiar with prior to hearing about a proposed type 5. I keep doing that, type 5. So type...
Which would be separate than 1.5. We're not saying 1.5 is type 5.
No.
Yeah.
So type 1...
Type 1.
Do you want to do any of it? You want me to jump into it?
Sure.
So type 1 is typically diagnosed in childhood.
Juvenile diabetes.
It's also marked by this problem where blood sugars get so high that, it's because the body's not able to use the sugar. And so it starts breaking them into something called, or breaking down other body substances into something called ketones.
Yeah.
That can be used for energy, but their problem is they're acidic. And so these keto acids cause ketoacidosis, which is nearly 100% fatal. And so that's why type 1 diabetics really, once they had their first episode, very few of them lived.
Before we had insulin.
Beyond the one episode. That was it. They killed them before insulin. And then we have insulin, I believe, first from pigs, which is probably where still a lot of it comes from. Is that right?
Sure.
Or is it synthetic now?
I think a lot of it is synthetic because they've got the short-acting, long-acting, all those other ones.
So they were able to, and then they synthesized the insulin. So insulin was discovered, and they were able to give the insulin to these patients and manage their blood sugars. And now people are able to have fairly good lives managing their sugars and taking insulin shots.
Right.
So and now we're at a stage where it's not, they've got these pumps built into them or pancreas transplants. We're a long ways from getting insulin out of I don't even know how you get insulin out of a pig. I guess you get it out of their blood.
They probably,
So are the pigs like sitting in a chair with an orange juice and a donut, well, they take the blood out and take the insulin out of it. Is that?
I mean, I hope you have that picture in your mind.
Insulin donor pigs, just doing out of the goodness of their little pig hearts.
Oh yeah, because we take those hearts too. Anyways,
is it just for valves, or are they doing transplants now?
Just valves.
Okay, just valves.
Just valves. It was monkeys.
The baboon that they got the heart from baby Faye. Okay.
Anyways,
maybe we should go to the comments just for a little bit with Brenda. Is it pronounced Dalem or Dahlem? Has type 2. So another person with type 2.
Type 2. Which type 2 is the more common type, the type that we see much more often that comes on in adulthood. So we can talk about that. So whereas type 1 is a problem with insulin just not being produced.
Starting in childhood.
Type 2 typically is in adulthood when you have to produce more insulin and your body becomes insulin resistant, where you need more and more insulin.
How does that happen, doctor?
Typically from extra sugars in your blood, consuming too much of those sugars over time, a long time.
And your body just gets bored with it.
Your body absorbs more of these sugars and needs to do something with it, so your pancreas pumps out more and more of this insulin and
to do the same job,
and your pancreas eventually wears out a little bit. Your tissues require more and more of that insulin, and it gets to a point where it's just not doing its job, and those blood sugars start to go up because it's not being pulled into the tissues, and as that goes up, that's where you get diabetes.
A little public service announcement.
Yes.
So sugar's pretty obvious. We know where sugar is. Whatever that thing is
Sweet
in the
stuff.
break room.
What I ate this today.
With the little compartments for the little
cupcakes.
That's everybody knows that's sugar.
That's sugar.
Orange juice, that's sugar. Dutch Brothers, that's sugar.
Sweet stuff. Yeah, sweet treats for sure.
So we know what sugar is, but do you know what non-sugar simple carbohydrates are? That as soon as not as soon as, but nearly as soon as they get into your body converts them to sugar. So as far as your body is concerned and your blood sugar, it's sugar. What would that be?
So that's a lot of the so-called starches that we eat that are not the whole grains, but more the refined flours and refined sugars that are put into that. So breads, pastas, tortillas, chips, all of those.
Rice, white rice.
Yeah.
So
potatoes.
Almost any form of potato.
Yeah.
So know that when we think of those foods we just named off, we think sugar.
Sugar. Yeah.
It's not sweet when you eat it, but
right. And all of those, if you go back to at least my childhood, those were on the bottom of that food pyramid that you should have been eating a lot of, right? Yeah. We now know the food pyramid is a scam and a lie.
That's
the
a
better
scam.
place. Yeah. And
Thank
you do
Council.
not need that many dairy and carbohydrates. You do not need that many carbohydrates. And you need to get more complex carbohydrates in your system, high fiber carbohydrates as they were, which are the
fruits and vegetables.
Fruits and vegetables, whole grains when you're going to do any of those things we talked about. Try to get the whole wheat, whole grain bread and things like that. Anyways, these are treated differently than type 2 diabetes is treated differently than type 1 diabetes. Often we start with pills first, unless you're really out of control. But pills can do a good job at sensitizing the tissue to pull in some more of that sugar, at increasing insulin production by the pancreas. We have a lot of new, cooler medications that worked in all sorts of different ways and different mechanisms. Some work in the...
Lots of pills.
Yeah, oh my goodness. So many different ways that they work.
Expensive
in the
liver.
Liver. The kidneys, the injectables, Ozempic, everybody's heard of. And it's pretty neat how well we can control type 2 diabetes these days. That being said,
why am I making a face?
It's still very important to eat healthy because they're expensive. That's why you are making
a face because this problem wasn't around hardly at all 100 years ago. Hardly any type 2 diabetes.
The modern American diet has made this disease as prevalent as it is.
So this is the little section where we do quote our RFK Jr. a little bit, and that is packaged processed foods bad.
They are bad.
Whole foods
absolutely
good.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah.
Be a household that has
Maha
ingredients.
Make America healthy again.
Yeah. Let's make America healthy
by getting rid of processed.
Not by taking away vaccines.
No,
that's not how we make America healthy.
That's not the way.
We eat healthy. Yes. We focus on healthy eating, removing all those additives. If you just take one day and look at all of the added sugar in the packaged stuff that you will be surprised how much added sugars are in everything that you eat. It is crazy.
So I have this little thing I say, and people look askew at me because I do. I call certain foods that people pay money for and enjoy eating poison.
You do.
I do. In fact, well,
you've done it to me.
Not so much the Dutch brothers.
No, you didn't do it.
Not so much the Dutch brothers I had today because I got a half sweet.
Half sweet.
I did.
Okay.
It's only half tasty.
Yes, we say all of this while we drink sweet drinks.
I was thinking about getting
the show.
The skinny. Do you know
skinny? I don't even know what that means.
Is that fat free or sugar? I don't know. Anyway,
fat free milk.
They don't taste as good, but
yeah. They do not.
I call certain foods poison when you're not in a calorie intake or a calorie malnutrition state, where you're not getting enough calories to support your body's processes. To get just sugar, when you have food with nutrients available, that can cause you to have something like diabetes that can do all sorts of bad things. It can kill you in a number of ways. How many ways do I kill thee?
Let me count the ways.
Let me count the ways. Kidney disease, stroke, heart attack, vascular disease. It's just,
man. Yeah.
Diabetes is bad.
Yeah.
That's what's going on when you eat the sugars and the simple carbohydrates that you don't need. That your body does not need them for fuels. And so that's why I call them poison, because they do that. They kill you through the diabetes. That's where that comes from. Okay, back to comments. So Laura Webb is pointing out the breads and potato because she recognizes that those are simple carbohydrates. They are not our friends, although in certain forms they may taste really good.
Yes.
So that's our short diabetes type 2.
Type 1, type 2.
What's type 1.5?
Type 1.5 is an unusual one. I think I have 2 patients that may have 1.5, but it's a adult onset.
So why is it type 2?
Yeah, type diabetes that requires insulin. That's why it is type 1.5, because it has all the makings and looks a lot like that type 1, but it comes on as an adult and is typically treated as a type 1 with insulin requiring.
So another difference between type 1.5 and type 2. Type 2, typically the patient will be obese.
Yeah.
Whereas type 1.5, they aren't. In fact, they can even be kind of a low BMI. What's going on is instead of insulin resistance or peripheral resistance, meaning the tissues away from the pancreas that are supposed to be getting the insulin and being worked on by, their pancreas is not producing the insulin.
Excuse me.
So usually it's from some kind of autoimmune disease, meaning the body has antibodies against itself, damaging the pancreas. So that's type 1.5. And now in the news, type 5. Now, why did they go with 5? At first I thought, is this like some kind of official designation for 1.5?
That's what I thought of when you first said it. I thought it was just trying to make it.
They skipped 3 and 4 because apparently somebody's out there coming up with what those are.
I bet one of those is gestational diabetes.
Oh, that could be.
I bet.
Okay, that could be one.
Pregnancy diabetes.
So, primary care, even though I take care of a lot of diabetes.
I've never diagnosed.
I'm sorry, I don't
3
know
or 4.
what somebody is.
I guess we could look it up.
Planning on making type 3 and type 4 someday, getting it declared. So this group came up with, we're going to call our form of diabetes we're talking about here type 5. It's not typically seen in developed countries. It's usually seen in younger people that are in a state of malnutrition or have really poor nutrition, undernutrition when they're growing up. But yet they have these elevated blood sugars. And if you treat them like somebody with insulin, like say, oh, you're young and you have diabetes, let's give you insulin. It's very easy to harm them because they don't have the same process going on, and you can cause their blood sugar to plummet, and it can actually be very dangerous for them to be treated with insulin. So that's why they say it's important that we recognize type 5 as a different kind, but it's not really something you see so much in the United States.
I was just looking that up.
So that's what the news was today, type 5.
Type 5.
I learned something new today. I think Dr. Wayne may have too.
I did not know that. Actually, you want to learn something, again, even more that's new. Type 3 diabetes is type 3. Alzheimer's diabetes, or a term to describe the relationship between Alzheimer's disease and insulin resistance in the brain. There you go. And then type 4 is a proposed type of diabetes for age-related insulin resistance that occurs in older, lean individuals.
Older, lean.
Yeah,
that might be what we
fits
call
with 1.5.
Yeah, I was going to say, maybe that's somebody else's 1.5.
Maybe. Anyway,
so 3 and 4 are more so the older patient. Okay, so we have, I skipped over Laura Webb's comment. Is whole wheat white? Wait, whole wheat white.
If it's whole wheat, it's probably not going to be white bread.
I've never heard of such a thing.
I don't know a white bread that's whole wheat.
I'm not familiar with that.
But typically, a white bread has refined sugars. A wheat bread's darker because of the wheat in it. And you want to look for something if you're going for bread that is 100%, because you can't have something that says wheat bread and it's like 5% whole wheat, and then the rest of it is.
Maybe that's what she's talking about.
Maybe that's what we're looking at too. Okay. But still, I would not recommend that. Unfortunately, you gotta become an ingredient watcher here and look at it. Look at how much added sugar. Always look at that. The added sugars are what'll tell you. If there's one thing you need to look at on the ingredient list.
Does anybody else remember when the World Health Organization that said Subway couldn't call their bread?
Oh, I remember that.
Sugar in it.
Because there's so much
that's
sugar.
A pastry.
That's a pastry. Yeah, if you're gonna get a pastry, eat a pastry, not bread.
Yeah, don't go to Subway. Okay. All right, so I think
That's interesting. Look at the ingredients. I would bet that it's only partly whole wheat, and it's not 100% whole wheat.
All right, I think we got caught up with. Oh, here we go. We have it in our stores, Laura. Okay, I'm trying to remember where Laura is. Are you in
their stores? Is that Tennessee?
I was going to say Southern Tennessee. Is that? And when you say you have it in your stores, are you referring to Piggly Wiggly?
The Piggly Wiggly. Oh, man.
We're waiting for an answer from Laura. She's typing furiously.
In our stores. It's funny that you mentioned that area. It's funny that you mentioned that area because if you look at maps of America, the southeast, the South, is generally has higher rates of obesity than the rest of the United States. And that's due to just the general Southern diet. Lots of those,
Cracker
Barrels type foods. Yeah, the feel-good foods.
It's not the Piggly Wiggly. Okay, thanks for letting us know. So the challenge of...
See, Aldi. That's where it's at.
Of your... What, Aldi?
Aldi. You haven't heard of an Aldi?
No,
we don't have them in California.
I've shopped at Aldi.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in St. Louis.
Yeah.
The challenge of region. What's available, what kind of restaurants there are. It's different. If you're from another part of the country and you come vacation in California, you'll see stuff you don't really see in some other parts of the country.
Some areas, yeah.
Yeah. And then you can go to Hawaii and see the spam and egg hamburger.
That's right. Yeah. Lots of protein.
Oh, she says it's Kroger's. Okay.
Kroger's.
All right.
Yeah, we got it. Yeah. That is interesting. And in inner city, some areas, they even talk about these food deserts, where it's tough to get fresh fruits, fresh vegetables, where everything is in a package. So it's
hard to get your fresh fruits and vegetables.
Yeah, there's a lot of economics and politics in this where they have different grocery stores have bought out other grocery stores and then kind of find that area not as marketable for it. So there's a lot that goes into this. I've kind of done a little bit of research on these food deserts, and it is sad how it has.
Yeah, and it's hard to fix too, because the demand isn't necessarily there.
Right.
Because if people did want to eat those kind of foods, they quite often will have found another way to do it.
Yeah.
Okay, we also have Lindsay. Oh, Lindsay's saying, when I was a teen, I worked at Piggly Wiggly, and I also spent 6 years working at.
Oh, wow!
Wow, you just hit the jackpot.
You are a Southern belle.
That's like 2 of the 3 pumpkins across the slot machine there. Okay, and Nancy, I stopped eating breads and white sugars the best I can.
Good job.
It's hard, and I cheat sometimes.
Hey,
cancer times 3. Wow.
Yeah, another thing to think about there. Cancers really like those sugars too.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, they will thrive in an environment that is high in sugar.
Interesting. Okay. Yeah. Thank you, Dr. Gwaine. Thank you, our wonderful people who are commenting. Thank you, Lindsay Antoine, of course, because she's our special person that we watch or that watches our show. Until next time, let's see. Should we give a little tease about an upcoming Auburn Medical Group live stream?
Sure.
We have an agreement from a political candidate for...
We're getting political.
For U.S. Congress, District 3 here in California. His name is Tyler Vandenberg. He's agreed to be on our show. I think it's October 20th.
I think that's the date you gave.
So he's the challenger for the seat. The incumbent is Congressman Kevin Kiley. And we... have reached out to his office. We'll see if we can get them. I told him that I'd be fine with him coming the same day. We could have both.
We're gonna have our own debate head to head here in the studio.
Or if not, I'd be glad to host him. Also, give him his own show. Each candidate gets their own show. Can get their own show to talk about issues related to federal policy that affects healthcare.
Yeah, that's really what we're interested in.
We'd love
currently
to talk about,
and has been in the news. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, with that, we will
sign off, I guess, huh? Yeah. I'm Dr. Wayne Vaughn.
Dr. Mark Vaughn, telling you to stay in good health.
Doctors, thank you for another informative session. Auburn Medical Group is located in Auburn, California, USA. Thank you for participating. Please tell a friend and join us again next week.